Okay guys, I don't know if man, my camera's filthy. Let me wipe that up. All right, I'm running just a little bit behind, so you guys will have to bear with me because I got to get this thing set up. I don't know if,
K4JTA N1 RIP. Hey brother, I just wanted to let you know I've got it like Restream up. It's up and live.
and let's go get this one here. Go down here like so. I can get that out. All right. I don't know who, but I'm running just a little bit behind. So bear with me. I am getting there. Just trying to get everything set up. This one will be bottom. That one will go in there. This one will go there. And this one will go last. That's where the antenna's going on. All right. Now, got to get the coax right here. I don't know how many people are in here with me, but bear with me. I'm working on it, I promise you. All right. Get this up through here, like so. There we go. Get that over there. Take this. Get this bad boy set up in here. My little Diamond X50. It's not very big. You can see how big it is. I'm longer than it is. I got to get my pair of pliers and make sure I snug this up. I can put this and this. Come on, hands, don't let me down now. Well, I can feel the skeeters already. Skeeters on my ear. And I need a 10mm to tighten this up. Phew-wee. All right, that is good. Now, I got my ground. Got to put my ground on it. Right here. And this will go towards the bottom of the mast. And this will tighten on here. Sorry about the delay, everybody. I don't know who all's on the live stream, but I am working as fast as I can, I promise you, to get started. Alright, take this, tighten that up. Man, I should have brought a fan out here. Alright, my ground is tight. Now for the fun part. We get to lay this over and feed this into it. Like so. Oh. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Alright. And I'm going to need to plant it in the ground just a little bit. And this one is going to have to come down. All right, perfect. That's good. Now, let me turn this so you guys can see me. And got to knock my ground in right here. That's good. And this. And I know the end is here somewhere. I just don't know where. There it is. Right there. And get this bad daddy on here and snug this up. Yeah. All right, that's our ground. We got our coax, and we're almost ready. Wee. Let's see here. Take this, gotta go up here and pull this so I can get to my coax connection. All right, we have got connection. All right. Now not, for some reason it told me even when I fired it up, it said not the best connection, so it's hard to believe. But let me turn the camera around. Hold on just a minute, guys. K4JTA, and thanks for bearing with me while I get everything set up. Give me just a second, because I want, let's see, come on computer. I want...
Sherry's got you up, we see you.
Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, so I've got confirmation my video feed is going, and I am sweating like you wouldn't believe up here, because I was hustling trying to get everything set up.
Yeah, there's about a 2-second delay.
Okay, David said 2-second delay. Let me turn this camera around. I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's see, how do I turn? There it is. Okay, this is where I'm at. There's my deployment of my antenna, and here's the table. I got my inverter set up for the laptop. Got the radio set up. I got my preamble and my notes, my notepad for the check-ins. And then I want to do some testing with my little TID radio, and I'll show you something pretty interesting too, guys. John gave me these. I'm going to use these. Some of you might know what these are. Some of you might not. But these are SMA attenuators. And I'm going to put these in my antenna. And I'm going to see just how low of an input I can go before somebody loses me. But that'll be later after the net, because I want to play with that and see what it does. But this is where I'm at. I got my ground set up. I got the antenna deployed. It's hooked up and ready. And here's the pavilion up here. And there's my car way down at the bottom of the hill. So, well, isn't that beautiful? I wanted to share this with you guys before I got started. So thanks everybody for bearing with me. And I need to pull up my net logger if I can find it. I know it's here somewhere. I think I have it. I think I have it on this one. I hope I have it on this computer. Yeah, here we go. I just don't have it up yet. Is there anyone out there that has NetLogger that can actually do it, and that'll just help me focus on what I'm doing? You can either type it in the comments or let me know on the radio real quick if you don't mind.
Sherry and I have it, but we've never done the logging.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me turn this back around. Okay. Now, let's see. Is everybody okay with is the radio audio okay, or is it too loud, too blaring through the live feed?
We've never done it as a net controller.
Oh, okay, no worries. Is there anyone out there that is capable of doing the net logger for me, so I can follow along? I usually do it pen and paper. If not, I'll muscle through it, but I usually have to do it in between comments and stuff. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll get this thing kicked off. I didn't hear anybody come back. So, with that said, let me go ahead and I don't see, and I'm not seeing comments on the live feed for some reason. Oh, you know what? I can't do my net logger from here anyhow, because while I'm doing live feed, it won't allow me to, it won't allow me to do live feed and share my hotspot. So anyhow, no worries. I'll just do it in my regular traditional fashion with my pen and paper. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing started if you're watching the live feed. And let's see, what time is it? How late am I? I'm 12 minutes late. Okay, hopefully you guys have hung in there with me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. All right, here we go. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is the triple nickel simplex net. Good evening to all. This net may be broken anytime for emergency or priority traffic. I invite all licensed amateurs to check in. I will call for stations alphabetically using the letters after the number of your call. So please give your call slowly and phonetically, followed by your name and location. Break. This is a directed net. Please transmit only as directed by net control. Your net control this evening is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha. My name is Jeff, and I am located in the Clark State Forest Park. Some people call it Henryville. It's when I look it up on Google, it says Clark State Park. But anyhow, that's where I'm at. And if you're listening, if you're on the Triple Nickel Facebook page, you can join the live feed, and you'll hear yourself as we proceed. So, and thanks everybody for bearing with me as I got everything set up. I had to go up and down the hill 4 times to get everything. But all right, let's see. Let's see. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to the net this evening. If anyone should have an emergency situation during the net, just give us a double break and we will give you our immediate attention. And let's see here. Before we get started with check-ins, I'd like to see if there are any announcements for the net. So if so, please call now.
N1 RIP.
All right, N1 RIP, Mr. Colt. Come on in with your comments, please.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. I just wanted to make it known here real quick that for those that didn't have Facebook, I mentioned it briefly earlier, for those that don't have Facebook and wanted to see you in action, they can go over to N1 RIP on YouTube, and I'm restreaming your stream. That way we can get everybody involved here and maybe inspire somebody tonight. But that's all I had, and I just wanted to throw that out there, and thanks for doing the net, and we appreciate your efforts.
Oh, no worries, Colt. Thanks for restreaming that. That's awesome, because not everybody has Facebook, so fantastic, yeah. And if you guys aren't sure where to find that, when you come in for your comments or check-in, just ask again, and Colt will give you the address or link. So, all right, we appreciate you doing that for us, Colt. Thank you so much. And let's see, one more time, are there any other announcements for the Triple Nickel Simplex Net? If so, please call now. All right, not hearing anything. Let's see, we're going to call for mobile, portable, or battery backup stations. Mobile, portable, or battery backup stations, please call. All right, not hearing any of those. We're going to do short time stations. So any short time stations coming in, just joining the net but don't have any comments, but you'd like to make your presence known and let us know that everything is, you're still alive and kicking. So with that said, any short time stations, please call.
Kilo 4 Tango Sierra.
Kilo Yankee 4 Mike Juliet Oscar.
Jefferson County.
K89 RAZ Kilo Delta 9 Romeo time, no traffic.
Oscar, Ken, Shelby County, and I'll be in and out.
Kilo Delta 9 Romeo Sierra uniform KD9 RSU Kenny in New Albany. Can't stick around, but 73, everybody.
All right, let me stop you there because we did have some doubles. Let's see, I got Colt in here because he was with announcements. Let's see, and then I got K4JTA, that was Chris. Good to have you this evening, Chris. Thanks for joining us. And then I got KY4 Mike Juliet Oscar. Was that the correct call on that one? And if so, give me your name and location.
Yes, that is correct. It is Mike in LaGrange.
All right, fantastic, Mike. Are you watching the Facebook live feed now?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, you're coming in, oh my goodness, from LaGrange, you're coming in fantastic. Sound really good, Mike. Let's see, I picked up Kilo Delta 9 Romeo Alpha Zulu. That was the Razzmatazz, Mr. Clint. And next up was Kilo 4 Zulu Lima Delta. That was Kevin. Kevin, good to hear from you, buddy. I haven't heard from you for a while. I know you're checking in short time. I wish you'd stuck around for comments, but it's great to hear your voice. It's been a little while, so I hope everything is well. Next up was N0 AOK. That was Alex, and then followed by Alex was Kilo Delta 9 Romeo Sierra Uniform, and that was Kenny. And let's see, what was the other ones, because there were some doubles. So the other ones that just tried to call in that I did not recognize, can you try it again, please?
Let me see if I have it. Kilo Bravo 4, Kilo Charlie, Bob and Lincoln.
Kilo Bravo 9, Papa Golf Uniform, Karen, Charlestown. Check me in and out, Jeff. KK4JTA.
All right, that was Kilo Bravo 4, Kilo Charlie, Mr. Bob. Good to hear you, Bob. And then that was followed by KB9 PGU, Praise God Unlimited. That was Mr. Ken. Good to hear you, Ken. And then Mr. Brock, not Obama, KK4 Cold Zipper. He said in and out. And we got you, Brock. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's see, was there any other short time stations? Please call now.
Whiskey 4, Alpha Kilo Yankee. Net control.
Q4 ICV. No comments tonight, Jeff. Thank you.
K3IS.
Whiskey Tango, Mobile, Jefferson County, short time.
Last station, try it again, please. The Tango.
November Niner, Bravo Whiskey Tango. Steve, Mobile in Jefferson County will be short time.
All right, thank you, Steve. We got you N9BWT. And we also picked up W4AKY. Mr. Phil, I call him Wacky Radio, because if you ever look at his call sign, it looks just like Wacky. So, and then there was a KQ4 station. I'll come back to you. And then I did hear you, Mike, KQ4 ICV. And then we picked up K3IS. So there was another KQ4 station. And let's see, there was a, I think it was Ken from Shelbyville too. DEO, Ken, can you give me your call sign again, please?
Yeah, this is KQ4 DEO. Yep, you were right. You had me in there.
All right, fantastic, Ken. Let's see, was there any other call signs that I didn't recognize that might have got doubled on that I didn't quite pick up?
By proxy, Whiskey 4, Bravo, Delta, November, Nick, out in Spencer County.
Ah, Mr. Nick. All right, I got W4, BDN, Mr. Nick. Thank you so much for that. And let me try one more time for short times before I go into regular roll call. So this is K4JTA with a triple nickel simplex. Any other short times before we move on, please call.
November.
This is KE9BDC, Kilo Echo Niner Bravo Delta Charlie, and I'll be in and out. Max in Jeffersonville.
November 8 station, that's all I got before another station come in with you. So November 8, try it again, please. Try it again, please.
November 8, Tango, India, November, in and out. This is Daniel and Kingsley.
Oh, fantastic, Daniel. November 8, Tango, India, November. And the other station that double with Daniel, please come back.
Kilo Juliet 4, Tango Charlie Papa for like third, fourth time. Is it not working?
No, Daniel, I got you that time. You're coming in loud and clean. It's just had 2 or 3 people calling at the same time, and it just gets jarbled. But when you come in by yourself, you're good and clean, full quiet. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you. And let me try one more time. I don't want to leave any short times out. One more time for short times. Please call.
Net control. Please recognize KI4ZHD, Kilo India 4, Zulu Hotel Delta, Mike, Oldham County, Kentucky, in and out.
All right, we got you, Mike. Sounding good from Oldham County as well. That was KI4ZHD. And let's see. Let me make an adjustment. I'm trying to hold this mic with my bad hand. Let me unkey for a second. I got to make a slight adjustment to my squelch. All right. Okay, I'm back with you. Let's see. That concludes our short times. So next up is regular roll call. So we're gonna kick it off. I'm gonna blend the first two because the first one's usually awful shallow. So we're gonna combine Alpha Foxtrot with Alpha through Mike. So any station Alpha through Mike, if you're within the sound of my voice, please call now.
This is Kilo Bravo 9, Delta Oscar, Earl from Madison.
Mr. Earl. All right, we got you, Earl. Kilo Bravo 9, Delta Oscar. And boy, you're sounding good from Madison, from up here at the Fire Tower Pavilion. Earl, are you on Facebook?
No, I'm kind of got rid of all that stuff when the wife passed away.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I can't say I blame you. I nicknamed Facebook Fakebook, so I don't blame you one bit. Okay. Well, we got you in there, Earl. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good week. KB9DDO. And let's see. We'll come back for your comments, Earl. Any other Alpha through Mike stations, please call.
Whiskey 6, Lima Bravo Whiskey, W6 LBW, Bert, Mount Washington.
W6LBW, Mr. Bert. Boy, I tell you what, you're sounding really good from Mount Washington, Bert. Fantastic. Let's see here. All right, that concludes Alpha through Mike. Next up is Alpha through Sierra. So any other stations Alpha through Sierra, please call.
N9 PMI, November 9, Papa Mike India, Paul in Louisville.
Check out.
All right, we had Mr. Paul N9 PMI, and sorry guys, I heard a car down there. We got you, Paul. We'll come back for your comments. And somebody was right in there with you. I just barely heard them as you unkeyed, Paul. So whoever that was that doubled with Paul, can you try it again, please?
Quebec 4 Echo Sierra Alpha, Bob.
All right, got you, Bob. Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Sierra Alpha. And then is your lovely bride there with you?
Yes, Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Romeo Zulu, Sherry.
All right, I got you, Miss Sherry. Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Romeo Zulu. The dynamic duo, Bob and Sherry. Good to hear you guys. I'll come back for your comments. And is there any other stations, Alpha through Sierra? Please call. All right, not hearing anything else in that category. Next up is the whole alphabet, Alpha through Zulu. Anyone, anywhere, with or without comments, we don't care. Just let me know if you're in and out, or if you're sticking around for comments on this last round. So anyone, anywhere, Alpha through Zulu, please call.
This is KD4YGM, Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Golf Mike, David, south side of Louisville.
All right, we've just picked up Kilo Delta 4, young gifted male. And for all you single ladies out there, I'm sorry, he is taken. But I'll let you know if that status ever changes. But we got you, Uncle David, the young gifted male. And let's see, one more time for Alpha through Zulu. Please call. KQ4ESL. KQ4ESL. We got you in there. Little scratchy, but Chris, we got you all the same. You, since you're mobile, you want to come in with your comments? All right, I think I might have lost him. Might have went in the bad area. He was just a little bit weak there. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. I should have put in and outs on him. I think I want to say that my first station coming in with comments is Kilo Charlie 9. Mike Victor Kilo. Rick, was you in and out, or were you the first one with comments? No, he must have been in and out. Okay, he must have been in and out. It must have been Kilo Echo 9, Bravo Delta Charlie. So Max, come on in with your comments, sir. The mic is yours. Huh. Well, maybe I was wrong. Let's see, November 8th, Tango India November. Daniel, were you in for comments? Is my radio getting out?
Yeah, we got you just fine.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Let's see. How about KJ4 Tango Juliet Papa? Daniel, was you hanging in for comments?
Kilo Juliet 4 Tango Charlie Papa. Now I'm just listening. I barely hear you out here.
Oh, okay. Well, you're crystal clear out this way. All right. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Let's see. Next up, we'll clear with KJ4 TJP. And next up is Kilo India 4 Zulu Hotel Delta. Mr. Magic Mike in Oldham County. Mike, you want to come in with your comments? Need that light because it's starting to get dark out here. All right, Magic Mike must have been short time too. I think, man, I wish I'd have done in and out on my notes. I didn't do it though. How about Kilo Bravo 9 Delta Delta Oscar? Earl, was you hanging around for with comments?
Yeah, I started checking the chart time, but you're sounding so good there. I just thought I'd get in there and comment on how you're doing. You must be in a real good spot there. So you're really doing good tonight there. Just crystal clear, just like you said here on my lap there. So you have a good day there, and all the trouble you went to is worth it there. 73 KB9DGO.
All right, Earl. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was hustling. I was about 12 minutes late, but I finally got set up here at the perch, and I hear everybody really well, even those that say they don't hear me real well, but it's working out really good. And I got a beautiful view of the outlook of Louisville right now, all the surrounding city lights and stuff. It's pretty neat. But thank you so much, Earl. Always a pleasure to have you. Always a pleasure to hear your voice. We'll clear with Kilo Bravo 9 Delta Delta Oscar. And next up is Whiskey 6 Lima Bravo Whiskey. Bert, come on in with your comments, please.
Thanks, Jeff. Good afternoon. Yeah, I've seen the notification that you went live earlier. I've been watching, hanging around there watching. I went and got went to Hamfest a couple weeks ago and got a new bass antenna. It's an older one. It was brand new in the package. Never been opened. It's a Diamond V2000A tri-bander. Me and Nick got it put up the same day as Hamfest. But it seems to be doing a real good job. Like I said, you're full scale in here to Mount Washington. You said that sounded good earlier, I think. But yeah, I just wanted to see how good this thing was doing. It seems to be doing the job. But I'll give it back to you, WB6 LBW.
All right, yeah, Bert, you're man. I tell you what, your armchair copy, your full quiet audio is crystal clear. So yeah, you and Nick done a wonderful job on that 2000. I've never had one. I kind of wanted to experiment with one. Is that a Diamond or is it a Comet? And is it a dual band, just 2 and 70?
No, it's the Diamond V2000A. It's a tri-bander. Does 6 meter, 2 meter, and 70 centimeter.
Oh, okay. It does 6 meter. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Have you had a chance to try it on 6 meter and see what the performance was?
Not yet. The only radio I've got down here in the base at the moment is a dual bander, a TYT 7900. I have a quad bander in the car. I think it does 6 meter, but I haven't switched it to try to mess with it yet. But maybe later down the road I'll venture out and play it and see what it does.
Yeah. I don't know if Nick mentioned, but we do have a what they call Winter Heat, and it's an event. It's a month-long event, and they have many simplex frequencies on both 2 meter, 70 centimeter, 6 meter. I don't remember if they have a 10 meter or not, but let's see what else. Oh, it's all the digital formats, or almost all. There's D-Star, DMR, and then C4FM. So I don't know how well you've gotten yourself equipped up yet, but look forward to trying that, and that'll give you an idea what your footprint is too this January. And the nice thing about them holding it on January the 1st of the year is all the foliage is gone, so you don't have any big attenuators like you do in the middle of the summer when all the trees are bloomed out. And are you aware of that event every January, the month of January?
Yeah, I am, Jeff. Me and Nick were just talking about that the other day. I did it last year, or actually the beginning of this year, from the mobile before I had my base set up. I made a few decent contacts in the mobile there in the driveway, but I've had the base up since this spring, and I started with a J-pole that Mike had made. Now I've got this new antenna. The only thing I need to do is get a better piece of coax ran. I've got a piece of old RG8. It's working, but it needs to be replaced. But yeah, I'm anxious to try the winter heat this year from the base. I've only got a radio that's doing 50 watts, so. But it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, where I'm perched at right now, man, I tell you, it's a very pleasant conversation. Full quiet, crystal clear. So you're off to a running start. Kudos to you. That's awesome, Bert. All right, well, if that's all you have, brother, I'm going to clear with you. And then, let's see, that's W6LBW, Mr. Bert down in Mount Washington. And next up is N9PMI, Mr. Paul, our club secretary and also the president of the Arts Club. So N9PMI, Mr. Paul, come on in.
Alrighty, this is N9PMI and Paul here, and good to hear everybody tonight. For those who I can't hear, I am watching the video stream too. I'm going to look forward to doing the playback and hearing my audio. I don't want to turn it on now because I'll get all confused about the delay. It throws you off a bit, but good to hear everybody tonight. Let's see, ham radio wise, I've got, what am I doing? I'm getting ready to move my 40-meter spider beam telescopic pole to the backyard and set it up kind of in a semi-permanent setting for testing purposes. It's in the side yard in the front now, and I think the neighbors are getting tired of me running ropes and stringing antennas, and I know the XYL is ready for it to be in the backyard. So that's going to be our project here probably tomorrow, and we'll throw some, we're going to do different dipoles and things I'm playing with here. So, but other than that, not a whole lot. Like I said, good to hear everybody, and good to be on the radio. And with that, we'll turn it back to net control. This is N9PMI.
All right, Paul, sounds good, brother. Yeah, you're going to be pleased because you're just like Bert was. You're absolutely full, quiet, 100% good copy. So, and I know what you mean. If you're trying to do an echo test or a run back and you hear yourself, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you lose that train of thought. So it throws you off, you know. But well, good deal, Paul. And we appreciate you, and good to hear from you this week. And let's see, I'll clear with you. Oh, I knew I wanted to mention something else. And as far as the XYL, yeah, if you make them mad, they can put a big damper on your hobby. So you got to make sure that happy wife, happy life. So I understand that completely. But all right, Paul. Well, good to talk with you, brother. N9PMI. We'll close with you. And let's see. Next up is Mr. Bob, K4JTA. Come on in here with your comments there, Bob. And thank you for coming back to me when I was asking about video feed and all that stuff. Appreciate your input.
Yeah, well, Sherry's the computer person here, and it's a Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Sierra Alpha. And she's got you dialed up, and we put it on a big screen, and that's good for me because she likes to get the use out of my antenna, so she doesn't complain about what they look like.
Oh man, I need a secret to your success there. That's awesome. Yeah, well, you know how us hams are. We like to put aluminum in the air, wire in the air, and it sure does help when your significant other, or as I like to call it, the domestic engineer, is okay with all that, because it doesn't actually fit in with you know, the white picket fence and the traditional look of a home from the road front. So you got a lead on all of us. That's awesome, Bob.
Yeah, she's the one that said, I want to get my license, so hey, that's fine with me. That's all for me. I'm going to let her do the rest of the talking.
All right, sounds good. We'll clear with KQ4ESL. Thank you, Bob, for joining us. And next up is the other half of the dynamic duel, the Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Romeo Zulu. Come on in, Miss Sherry.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Echo Romeo Zulu. Yeah, as Bob said, we got a clean sweep on Route 66, and on our last contact, when we told him it was a clean sweep, he said he'd been doing this for 25 years, and he thinks we're the first couple to get a clean sweep together on Route 66. So that may not be official, but we'll take it. So we had a good week in ham radio. I'll turn it back to Net.
Oh, that's fantastic. You know, that's some serious ham cred you guys got now. So I don't know. I may have to ask for an autograph next time I see you two. You know it?
Yeah, just don't be caught selling that on eBay.
No, I wouldn't do that. All right, fantastic. Well, thanks, Miss Sherry. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to hear the XYLs and the YLs out there, and love to hear the female voice come over the airways. That's awesome. We'll clear with K4JTA, Miss Sherry. And next up is the infamous, the one and only. He flies like a butterfly and stings like a bee. It's the young gifted male called Mr. Davey, KD4YGM. Come on in, Mr. David.
Evening, Jeff. All listeners. Don't have too many comments. I do have a oddball question. Could this be considered, since where you're at, could you do a POTA also?
Yeah, because this is a recognized park. I'm pretty sure. Let me ask Paul, because he's the POTA king. N9 PMI. You got any comments on that?
No, Roger. This is N9 PMI. That is a POTA entity, and you could actually take your logs tonight and probably submit them in and get credit for it. You don't have to really announce that it's POTA. Just submit the contacts as an activator, and you got it done.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I may do that. Are you available if I got any questions? Because, Paul, you know, you've done this so many times. I haven't done it like you have, so maybe if I stumble on something, you can guide me through it.
Yeah, roger that. No problem at all.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Paul. There you go, Davey. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's, you know, you are one fart smeller. I mean, did I say that? I meant smart feller.
It just crossed my mind. I mean, you were in a park, and I don't know if these other ones you've dealt with, locations, are considered state parks or not, but I was just curious. I didn't know if it could be a simplex thing or had to be a repeater thing, or, you know, I just didn't know. I thought it was one of them questions you need to bring up. But other than that, just sitting here enjoying the video, and it's too much of a delay to try to watch it, so I'm watching it, I'm just not hearing it. So I'll give it back to you, Jeff. Great so far tonight, not a problem. And I can't hear all of them, but I'm hearing most of them, so we'll let you have it back. It's KD4YGM.
All right, David. Well, good to hear from you. And yeah, I'm. One thing I can promise you is you might not have heard them all, but so far I have, and that's important when you're net control. But all right, young gifted male, we'll clear with KD4YGM, Uncle David there, and let's see if Chris is. He was mobile when he checked in. KQ4ESL, Mr. Chris. I come back to you and see if you had any comments while I still had you mobile, but I don't know if you heard me. But did you make it home safely, and are you on the net? All right, I don't hear anything coming back from Mr. Chris. So let's see. Let me. I'll clear with Chris, and then I'll see if there's any other check-ins. So, and I need to do the announcement. It's been a while. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha with a triple Nickel Simplex Net, and I'm at the bottom of the list. So if there's anyone else that hears me transmitting from top of Fire Tower Hill at the Fire Tower Pavilion, feel free to check in. You don't have to be a member to check in. The only thing you need is a ham license and a willingness to key up and let me say hello to you. So if you're out there, please call in now.
This is K4NOR and
K4YQL.
we'll have to be short time, Jeff, 7-3.
Alpha Echo 4, November Uniform, Tom in Bardstown.
All right. You did make it in, Stephen and Miss Brittany. K4NOR and K4YQL. Good to hear you guys. Man, you went all the way out to Oldham County. Are you still out there watching the game, or did you already make it home?
We just come in the door, Jeff. Just set our stuff down and heard you in there, Roger.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because my goodness, you're coming in fantastic. And I always like to base my signal on you guys, because you hear just about everybody I do. How well are you receiving me down in Mount Washington tonight from home?
Jeff, I've got about an S5 here at the QTH without the preamp on. About an S5, but it's full quiet, Roger.
All right, fantastic. I'll take it. Yeah, if you watch the live feed, I don't know if you know I've got it going on. Do you know that I got a live feed going on the Facebook page right now?
Brittany was watching that on the way home. I'll have to stick it on and check it out there, and I'll go see if I can't dial back and check us out checking in there. But we'll be listening along. We sure appreciate it. K4NOR.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Stephen. That was K4NOR, and the other half of the team duo there, K4YQL, the young queen lady, Miss Brittany. And then we also picked up Alpha Echo 4 November Uniform, Mr. Tom. Tom, did you were you sticking around for comments, or was you short time? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
All right, well, the floor is yours. Come on in, let us know how your week's been going, or anything else you care to share with us. We don't care. We're just glad to hear your voice and have you check in with us this week, and know that you're still alive and kicking.
Yes, I'm alive and kicking and revitalized. I've spent the last week down in Red River Gorge, and I spent a lot of time reading and a lot of time writing, mostly just getting away from the farm here and relaxing and forgetting all my problems. But I've been wanting to get this writing finished for a long time, and I read quite a bit too, so it was very relaxing. Had a good time. Didn't worry about anything, so I get around here and there's always something I've got to do, or something needs to get done, or so it was a very nice week.
Oh, that's fantastic, Tom. I'm curious. Maybe you don't want to divulge the information, but you say you're doing a lot of writing. Are you doing a autobiography, or are you writing a story about a particular subject, or you don't want to disclose that? If you don't, that's okay. You just intrigued me and had me curious.
Well, it's a little of all the above. Specifically, I'm writing about all my spiritual experiences, my experiences with God directly, physically, spiritually, and even some people who have died and communicating with them. Plus a lot of things that the good Lord has saved me from. lot of explaining. I'm not going to make it a book or anything. I'm mainly writing it for close friends who want to read it, or especially my children and my siblings, any of my good friends who want to know about my personal spiritual experiences, not life, but experiences directly. AE for you.
Oh, that's fantastic, Tom. That you know, that's pretty deep, man. That's awesome. And you know, that's I don't know if you're gonna share it with your kiddos while you're still in this side of the dirt, but regardless, it'll be something nice that they can always come back to and read your thoughts and some of your experiences you went through and your thought process through it all. So that's fantastic. That will live on way beyond you. So that's fantastic. It you know, it kind of makes me want to do something like that myself, but I don't know that anybody want to read it. But that's pretty cool. Thanks for elaborating on that, Tom.
You're very welcome, and I don't mind sharing. I mean, this stuff goes back, I'm not going to call it stuff, all these experiences. I mean, I've been blessed with all this, and it goes back. Some people won't believe some of this, but it's the truth. It goes back to before I was born. I can remember that, and it's life going forward. All the bad times I went through and how the good Lord took me out of those bad times. I had to suffer through some bad times. Lord took me out on the greener side because I was going to commit suicide once, but until God physically moved me. But anyway, there's a lot of things that happen in my life, and I think they're significant, and I think my children should know, and anybody who don't believe in God should know, because there is a God, and God is. So, I'm not trying to preach here. I'm telling the truth. Just getting the thoughts out. Okay, if anybody's interested, they can contact me. But so far, I got 14 pages. That's all I got so far. But that mostly covers everything. So we'll let you go, and good evening to everyone out there, 7-3 all around. And Jeff, thank you very much. I always like to hear your voice. And, could you tell me exactly where this fire tower is that you're at?
Yeah, Tom, first of all, I want to thank you for sharing that and sharing your some of those intimate thoughts and stuff. It takes a strong person to be able to do that. And you know, those trials and that roller coaster of life that you were on, I think that was your journey, and God was He was watching over you, brother. I think what it was is He was molding you and strengthening you, even though you were at your weakest and you didn't realize it. He was putting you where you needed to be, and that's fantastic. Yeah, I would love to read it myself. You got me intrigued now. And 14 pages, man. I might be able to do 3 tops on my life, but that's just me. But well, Tom, my location here is on. It's at the Clark Forest, and I'm. If you look it up, if you Google map it or Google it on your search browser, then you can type in Clark State Forest Park, and then if you follow it from the entrance, you'll see where the Fire Tower Hill is, and there's a pavilion, a club get together here a couple times, and it's a good place, a beautiful overlook of Louisville, and I'm actually looking over now, and I see the flicker of the lights of Louisville and the skyline, the horizon line. It's really beautiful. But that's where I'm at. It's called the Fire Tower Pavilion, and yeah, if you Google it, it'll show you right. It'll matter of fact probably have pictures of the pavilion that I'm at. I'm not under the pavilion. I'm at a picnic table on the far side of it. So, but that's hopefully that helps. QSL.
Yes, QSL. Yes, that explains. I've only got about 3 bars on you, and of course, when you're out in Henry County, I usually get more than that. But, so you're in Clark. I guess that might be Clark County, Indiana, in the United States of Indiana.
I'm terrible with directions. So, does anybody know what county this park is in? Can anybody break in and give us that info, please? All right, I don't guess anybody knows any more than I'm not sure neither. So, but if you Google it, it'll tell you, Tom. It'll let you know everything about this city, county, and all that good stuff. I just don't know because I'm not good with that stuff.
Okay. Well, at least I know you're in the United States of Indiana.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, because that's all where my relatives came from German heritage. They settled around Starlight, and I'm always thinking of Indiana. Used to travel over there a lot when I was younger. Kind of lose my way over there anymore. But anyway, I'll just say my story. I'm just showing how I was blessed, so somebody else could maybe count their blessings. Maybe they didn't know they were blessed. Maybe they didn't know God has His hand in something, and maybe they didn't give Him the thanks for it. So, anyway, all the way from before I was born to 5 minutes away from putting a bullet in my head, and a lot of dirt. So, anyway, that's my story, and I wrote it down. And thank you very much, Jeff. You're doing an excellent job. I hope the thing on Facebook works out. It sounds like it is. I don't hear half the stations in here, but I can hear some of them. And so we'll bid you good night. And if you ever get this way, and you want to read, come on by or look me up. 7-3. Good night. AE4NU.
All right, Tom. Yeah, I will. If I'm ever in your neighborhood, I'll come by and as long as you'll allow me to pester you, I'll pick, poke, and pester all you can stand of me. So, sounds good, Tom. Appreciate you. Man, I think I just swallowed a bug. Oh my goodness. We'll clear with AE4NU, and I need to clear my throat.
Yeah, Jeff, I was just looking. I think it's Clark County. You're at Clark State Forest. It's Clark County.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. There you go, Tom. Clark County, Indiana. So, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. We'll clear with AE4NU, Mr. Tom, and I'm going to see if there's any other check-ins out there, because I'm at the bottom of the list and I don't really know what time it is. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha with the triple Nickel Simplex Net. And are there any other stations out there waiting in the wings to check in? And if so, please call now. Oh, thank you for that, David. 838. Okay. Yeah, because man, I wish I should have brought one of my hot spots, because while I'm doing the live feed, I can't do my mobile hotspot, and I don't even have any trivia for anybody tonight. But I'm gonna do something different because I want to pick everybody's brain a little bit. But thank you for that. Let me try one more time before we move forward with the triple nickel simplex net. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha. Anyone, anywhere, with or without comments, please call.
Is there anybody that can relay me Kilo Echo 9 Charlie Golf? Oh, I guess I need to put it on.
There was a station really weak. I'm not sure if I could make out the call sign or not. I think it was something like Kilo something 9. I think it was something golf. That's real faint station out there. Can you please try it again? No. Just kidding, Craig. You're booming, and of course I'm right next to you, I imagine. Where'd you go, Craig?
Well, I accidentally switched it over to a repeater. So, I'm sitting here watching this ugly guy on Facebook, and I'm trying to catch up with the delay. Oh yeah, now he's getting after it. But now I turned on the radio here in the office, and lo and behold, I actually heard you, and I was like, there ain't no way you're in this little J-pole hanging in the window. And so I was actually kind of curious where you were, and after sitting here listening, I can't hear anybody else, so when I pulled up Facebook, I can hear everybody else, right? So anyway, and I still can't even figure out how to get this radio off of medium to get out there a little more, but whatever, it is what it is. But good to get in there with you, and I'll give it back to you, KE9CG.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, you're coming in like gangbusters. You sound good. Your audio's great. And that little something feng yang or whatever J-pole in your windows, from where I'm at here atop of the Fire Tower Pavilion, it's slamming. So good deal. I was wondering if I was going to hear you or not. I didn't know. I know you was doing something with the kiddos, but good to hear you tonight. And yeah, this is something I wanted to do for a while, is do a live feed on the Simplex from a remote location. I can't see nothing but myself in the camera. So, because it is, man, I'll tell you what, watch this. If you're watching the live feed, let me do this. Watch, I'm going to turn this light off. Watch how dark it is out here. Well, if I can find the button. I know it's here. Oh, here it is. Here goes. Now you see me? Now you don't. That's how dark it is out here. But yeah, if I didn't have this light on, you wouldn't even you wouldn't see any video, because it's crazy dark out here. But it's beautiful. I'm looking at the overlook of Louisville right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I finally stopped sweating, and I cooled off some because the temperature is getting very comfortable. But well, good to hear from you, Craig. And yeah, if you ain't doing nothing, you ought to stop by a 7-Eleven or something and bring me a big old thing of water, and help me pack all this stuff down the hill. But all right, brother. Any more comments for us?
No, it's pretty fancy. I like the video and all. It's pretty awesome. I was trying to sit here and count and see how far delayed it is, but all of a sudden the picture, and I put it on the comments, all of a sudden the picture improved immensely. I don't know what happened there, but
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't getting it. It looked like the light turned off, and all of a sudden it was awesome. No, but no, that's cool. I bet that is an awesome view of Louisville. But we'll give it back to you, and we'll holler at you later on. And take care out there. No, I got a house full of kids here, so otherwise I would bring you a slushie.
Oh, no worries, brother. I didn't expect you to. I was just teasing you. But no, I knew what you meant. As soon as I turned the light off, the picture got a lot better. So, I'm with you. I know what you meant. All I can say is, have you looked in the mirror lately? But all right, brother. We'll talk at you. Appreciate you coming in, and hope you had a good week so far. That was KE9CG, Mr. Craig, and what he says, Albany, but New Albany, or close to it anyhow. We'll see if there's any other stations wanting to join us before I come in with what I want to try here. This is K4JTA with the triple Nickel Simplex Net. Any other latecomers to the net? If so, please call now.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey X-Ray Victor, Brad, and Crescent Hill. Check me in and out, please. Thanks for the net.
Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey X-Ray Victor. Now, Brad, you know I can't let you just come in here and just do a drive-by on me. You sound good, Brad, since you're the last check-in. How am I sounding to you out there, Brad?
Sound is great. It's a little scratchy, but it's probably more my antenna in the attic than it is you.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's you're full quiet. I mean, 100%, just crystal clear audio. So, but I'm a lot higher, and anything floating out in the air, I'm picking it up just as clean, unless you're just way out there. But so far, it's doing really well. So, all right, Brad. Well, I won't pest you. I appreciate you stopping in with us. Always a pleasure to hear you. That was KO4 Whiskey X-Ray Victor, Mr. Brad, and we'll say 73 to him. And I'll try one more time. Anyone, anywhere, please call. All right, nothing else. So I don't have any trivia this week because I got my computer, but I didn't save anything, and I can't get online while I'm doing live streaming. But I would like to ask for those that would like to share, what is the most unique ham radio experience that you had to date? Is there anything that is comical, that's sad, that was enlightening? You know, just anything that you'd like to share with the group. If someone has a ham-related story that you think it would be interesting for the rest of us to hear, I welcome you to do so if you don't mind, please. So give us your call sign, and I'll recognize, and you can proceed with your ham radio experience.
AE4NU.
AE4NU, we recognize. And Tom, come on in with your ham-related story or incident or something that just is a unique experience, and you'd like to share it with the rest of us. We're looking forward to hearing it.
Well, I thought it was unique at the time. When I first got my ham license, I bought a radio, and I worked in electronics anyway. I built myself a power supply, and I used to use CB radios, so I got old CB radio antenna, mag mount, and I took the core apart and I shorted out a couple windings till I could find it, and I did have an SWR meter till I got it right on the button for 10 meters. And so I took the power supply and the radio, set them on the table, and I strung the coax out, and I put my mag mount on top of the refrigerator. And my very first ham contact was in Iowa. I mean, I just put our QSL call, and the guy come back to me immediately. So I talked to him for a while, got a QSL card from him. At the time, I thought that was pretty neat. AE4 and you.
That's awesome. So you done that with an antenna in the house after working on your radio apparatus, and that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's very unique. That's something to be proud of. And you say you got a QSL card, so you get that's your thumb drive of that memory, so to speak. So is that hanging on your wall in your shack?
No, we moved since then, and it's somewhere in a box up with other QSL cards. Did I say I put that antenna on top of the refrigerator? Yeah. Anyway, I've still got that QSL card somewhere.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, hey, Tom, we appreciate you sharing that with us, and we'll clear with AE4NU, and let's open it up and see if anyone else has a unique story, a ham-related unique story that you'd like to share with the group. If so, give us a call, and I'll recognize and let you go from there. Please call.
K4JTA.
Kilo India 4 Zulu Hotel Delta. My buddy Magic Mike. Mike, come in with your unique and memorable ham radio story. I'm looking forward to hearing it. And it better not have anything to do with me in it. No.
No, it doesn't have to do with Waffle House and TikTok, but KI4ZHD out here in Oldham County. I was just gonna put out there, I made my first contact on 12 meters, which is the 24.930 was the frequency, and my whole 18 years of ham radio is my first contact on 12 meters, and it was Western Sahara Desert in Africa, and it was Sierra 01 Whiskey Sierra, and I thought that was pretty cool. I was just on a basic ICOM 7300 with 100 watts, and I really enjoyed that, because I've been hunting around for different countries and stuff, and haven't heard a lot of the Asia side, but when I heard them call out, I was excited, and I was going to call out and see if they could hear me, and they heard me at a 5.9. I was pretty impressed with just the measly 100 watts. I was able to make it all the way out there. But anyway, that's the story. It's not too exciting to other people, but it was exciting for me. Back to you, Jeff. K4JTA, KI4ZHD.
No, that's fantastic, Mike. Well, you know, everybody's life experience of ham radio is going to be different. And, you know, that's special to you because, excuse me, because that was one of your very first long distance contacts. And that's a good long distance contact. And, yeah, like the old saying, 100 watts in a wire. Man, you just never know where you're going to end up depending on what band and what conditions you're in at that moment. So out there in the sands of the Sierra, Sahara. That's pretty awesome, Mike. Well, thanks for coming in and sharing that with us. That's very unique, and that's a wonderful memory. Thanks for coming in and sharing that with us. That was K4JTA, Mr. Magic Mike, and we'll see if anyone else has a memorable ham radio experience they'd like to share. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha with a triple nickel simplex net. Anyone else have a unique story they'd like to bless us with? If so, please call now. All right, I don't know about you folks, but all I've heard is crickets out here, and I mean it literally. And I'll be honest with you, it is so dark out here. I'm hearing like some noises in these woods out here as the hill falls off, and I don't know what's out there, but it makes me wonder for sure. But I will say this, I don't know if anybody else has anything, but ham radio for me has been a wonderful experience. I had no idea that I was going to enjoy it as much as I have. I started off as what we would consider a green ham, someone just young and not very experienced. And I was blessed to have some older Elmers that would kind of, I don't know that they took me under their wing, but if I ever had a question and was asking about this antenna, or I was doing this and this happened or whatever, they were very kind and patient with me and helped me understand what I didn't do right and what I could have changed to make it better or whatever. And even to this day, I really enjoy hearing each and every one of you guys' voice come across the two-way. I'm not a big telephone person, although I'm on the telephone every day, 5 days a week with customers, but I do that for a living. But this I do as a stress relief and something that's very enjoyable. And I come in here and I get to talk to different people of all walks of life, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm assuming that a lot of you folks get the same out of it. The radios are intriguing themselves. I wish I knew more about the inner workings, but I'm not that knowledgeable, and honestly, I don't know if I'm that smart to even want to know or even know how to repair them or whatever. But I certainly do love to key down and answer a call and have a QSO, because when somebody calls out, you just never know where the conversation's going to go, and it's a mystery, and I love that about it. And I think I'm going to enjoy it until I expire. At least I hope I do, because if it's no fun anymore, what's the sense of doing it, right? But that's my story anyhow. Let's see, this is K4JTA with a triple nickel simplex net. And is there any other latecomers to the net? We've already went through roll call and comments, but we'll take any others that might have stumbled across us. I am broadcasting remotely from Clark County Forest at the top of Fire Tower Hill, and if there's anyone out there that would like to check in with or without comments, I invite you to do so now.
Whiskey 4, Bravo, Delta, November.
You coming in personally instead of by proxy this time, huh, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, I was down at my wife's office down in downtown Taylorsville, and I had set up the crossband in my vehicle. But man, it's such a hole. I couldn't pick up anybody. I mean, occasionally I'd get a station break the squelch, but
Oh, cool, cool. So far, how has the audio been on the live feed? Is it, do I have the radio too loud, volume not enough, or how's it coming through okay, or is there any adjustment I need to make?
No, in my opinion, leave it alone. It wasn't bad at all. I was working and had you going in the background listening to the net.
Oh, okay, fantastic, good deal. Well, I don't do a lot of live videos, but I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and I thought what better place to do it than up here on the Simplex Net, and allow folks to hear themselves, they can play it back and hear themselves check in, and if they give comments. So, but well, good to have you, Nick. Do you have a unique ham-related story that you'd care to share with us tonight?
Well, man, I got several. I mean, we could talk about changing antennas on towers for some weird guys, and no, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I really don't have anything offhand. Really don't have anything at all. And the closest thing I could come to it was Mike got his ticket before I did, ICV, and he was trying to talk me into it, which I come from 11 meter a long time ago, and I wasn't going to do it. And this was before I realized they dropped the code. And he found an ad for a Bofang radio for $3. He said, I'm going to try it. He tried it. Several weeks later, it finally shipped into him, and he did a little Bofang. And I was like, well, that's cool. All right, well, you got one. I guess I got to order one too so I can listen. And yeah, it was all downhill from there, man. It all started with a $3 radio, and I think there's about, I don't know, probably at least 4 or 5 of us now that are licensed, all because of one little $3 radio.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that's the beauty of this hobby, you know, especially in this day and age with the Bofangs, the TID radios, you know, the China-made stuff. You know, you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to have all the stuff with gold trim and stuff. I mean, if you don't tell anybody what radio you're on and you're getting into the, station to station and they're hearing you, or you're getting into a repeater just fine, a $1,000 radio is nobody's going to know any different between it and a $3 radio. That's the beauty of it. It fits all kinds of pocketbooks. Some people can throw a lot of money at it. Some people can't. But that's you know, it's a hobby for everybody, and I love it for that.
Oh yeah, I agree, man. It's one thing I've told to a lot of people that have been intrigued by it. There's so many different facets to this hobby. There's something for everybody. You can make it as cheap or as expensive as you want, and do just about anything you want to do with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you're back home now, right?
Yeah, Roger. I am sitting in my home Houston.
Oh, good deal, good deal. All right. Well, Nick, I'm so glad I got a chance to hear you instead of by proxy, and I'm glad you made it home safely, and glad to call you a friend. You and ICV, you guys really done a wonderful job for me getting my antenna exchanged that one time, and I'll never forget it. So thank you so much, brother, and always enjoy hearing from you, and we appreciate you taking the time now that you got home. You could have easily just sat in your comfy, cozy recliner and got comfortable watching the show and fell asleep, but you thought enough about the net to join us in person, and that means a whole lot to me. So thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate you. Anything else for us?
No, that's it, Jeff. I appreciate you running the net, man. I like to try to get in here a little bit more often, but it's usually a scheduling conflict with getting my youngins to bed. So tonight I just had the opportunity to get in here and catch the tail side of it. I'd like to get in more often, but like I said, it don't usually work out. But that's it, man. Thanks for running the net, Jeff. W4BDN, back to net control.
All right, big brother. Well, I appreciate you. And you and the family and that big fur baby of yours, y'all have a wonderful night. W4 BDN. That's Whiskey 4, Big Daddy Nick, 73s. Thanks for taking the time. And let's see, is there anyone else before I close this thing out? Anybody got any ham-related stories? Funny, sad, unbelievable, hysterical, ouch, that hurt, anything at all. Feel free to share with us if you want to. Please call in now.
K4JTA, Kenny, J-Town. Be in and out, Jeff.
Mr. K4JTA. Kenny, I can't let you just come in and out and do a drive-by on me. You sound good tonight. Everything going okay?
Yeah, Roger. Things are going good. Just sitting here, chilling out, watching some TV.
All right, good deal. Well, hey, Kenny, thanks for joining us, and I got you on the list. I'm not exactly sure how many folks checked in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So far we had 34 check-ins. That's a pretty good Wednesday night check-in list, guys. That's not bad at all, and all of you sounded wonderful to me. So I'll try one more time, and if not, I'm going to close this puppy down, and I got a lot of cleanup to walk down the bottom of the hill. So hopefully I don't have any possums or squirrels try to hold me up. But anyone, anywhere, before I tie a ribbon on this Wednesday, give me a shout before we close her down. K4JTA listening. All right, I think that's all of us. Guys and gals, hams and hamettes, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking into the net tonight. This concludes the net for tonight. And I know I say this from time to time. It wouldn't be a net without each and every one of you. So thanks for taking the time to join this simple simplex net and enjoy the ham radio hobby with me. And I hope we can continue to do it and make it prosper and grow as it has for the last 3 years. So God bless each and every one of you and your families. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Tango Alpha.